Hey guys, Ep25 here with episode number 25 of our Wolfsburg crew. We gotta get straight into this one, but subscribe to the channel before we do, because we have an offer for Knusch for Villarreal, which we've accepted. An offer from Tisserand for Augsburg, which we accepted. As you can see, Robin Knusch will be going to Spain for 10.3 million. Yunus Mali, he's also got an offer from Spain of 6.2 million euros. We're going to accept that straight away. And Jeffrey Brumer has an offer from Werder Bremen. We're going to accept that straight away. Daniel Ginczek has an offer from France, from Marseille, one of the teams we did a career with this year. We're going to accept that. As you can see, Tisserand will be sold to Augsburg. And Ginczek also has an offer from Lazio. So out of those two, I'd probably choose Lazio if I was him personally. But as you can see, Mali has been sold. Brumer has been sold. And that is not it. We've got an offer for Camacho from the Portuguese team, Victoria Guimarães. We're going to accept that straight away, 5.3 million. Ginczek went with the offer from Lazio over Marseille. And now we're going to try and do a bit more of business this time for ourselves. As we have an offer here, we go in for Martin Hinteregger. The Austrian centre-back, he's left-footed, 82 overall, 27 years old. He would come into the first team and replace Brooks. But the offer in which Frankfurt wanted was way too much for what I thought of the player. So we politely declined. We kicked the guy out of our office. And we've got more offers to deal with. Josip Procalo from Everton, rejected. João Victor, I know it's quite harsh. He's only just come back from his injury. But he will be going to Ajax. I apologise to João Victor. It's a ruthless business. Next up, we're going for Victor Lindelof, 83 overall, 26 years of age, and he's playing for Leicester right now. We offered 30 million plus a nice little sell-on clause. They wanted 49 million and 49.4 million. We went down to 40. They said 37.5. Bit of back and forth between ourselves. And again, in the end, their offer was way, way, way too high for us to even fathom. So we thought, okay, with me potentially saying Weghorst this season, we need a partner for Jonathan David. And we need a player that's quick, that's tall, and that's physical. And when I think of those three attributes, I think of Victor Osimhen. We offered 27.5 million with a nice little sell-on clause. They wanted 40.9 million for him, so we were a bit of a way off between our two bids. We went 35, trying to meet him somewhere in halfway, and we, again, got it down to 40, and eventually we did put in a 40 million euro offer with a nice little selling on clause. Lille accepted that straight away, so not too bad for a young up-and-coming striker with buckets loads of potential. As for his role in the squad, we offered him an important. He actually kind of come back to us and said he wanted a crucial, so he will definitely be the start of this season with Jonathan David. And we're just going to have to try and find a bit of space for Weghorst. We offered him 5 years. He was absolutely fine with that. He's only 21. So he is a very, very, very large amount of years left in his senior career. He wanted 35k per week. Again, that's less than what he's on right now. He's moving to, some would say, a bigger team. Maybe. But we're going to offer him 75k. Nice little signing on bonus. He is going to sign on the dotted line. Victor Osimhen is going to be our first official signing of season number 2. As you can see there, João Victor will be going to the Netherlands. He will be going to Amsterdam for Ajax for 10 million. 8 million of that will go into our bank. And then, Julian Draxler last season, he was okay. He was maybe a bit subpar. Maybe a couple of other midfielders actually performed better than him. PSG come in for him. We said 75 million euros or you're not having him. And well, it's PSG. 75 million for PSG. It's like, you know, it's a bit of pocket change. They have gone and accepted. We bought him from PSG last year for 32, 33 million. They've just bought him back for 75 million. What? It's like it was a loan. It was like a season-long loan in which they paid us 75 million. It was incredible. So now we definitely have enough money, combined with all of our little smaller signings, to actually go in for someone like Victor Lindelof. And the first time we went in for 40 million. Look at that, we still got 80 million left if we offer them 40 mil. And they actually accepted it straight away. So the fact that they wanted 50 million was a bit of a piss take, really. So I've got my eye on you, Leicester. I've got my eye on you. But Lindelof, he's going to come in. He's going to be our best centre-back straight away. 83 overall. Definite best centre-back. He wanted crucial. He wanted 4 years till he's 30. Not even too bad. He wanted a release clause. I tried to get it up to 75. He was adamant on it being 66. So we just removed it. Then on for the actual wages. He's currently on 100k per week. To lure him away from Leicester, we offered him 125k per week with a 500,000 euro signing on bonus. €500,000 just for signing for us. How easy is that? How easy is life to be a footballer? But once we were there, we also thought we'd had a bit of money to replace Julian Draxler. So the player I was thinking of was Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. We offered 80 million with a sell-on clause, and they instantly came back and they were like, nah, we want 101.3 million. I was like, no, that's like our whole budget. So I thought, okay, we'll go in for another centre-back. Bournemouth recently got relegated in this. They were in the Championship. Nathan Ake is too good for the Championship. So we offered 25 million euros. They said 25.8. I said, okay, absolutely fine. So now we have a partner for Victor Lindelof. And his name is Nathan Ake. He's not the tallest of centre-backs, but he's left-footed. He's got a good pass on him. He's quick. Absolutely what you need as a centre-back. Lindelof can do the head-in, you know. But we've got important 4 years, no release clause, and once again we were going to be offering him a nice wage increase with a nice little signing on bonus, and also a clean sheet bonus. 15 clean sheets, it can get 550,000 euros, so not too bad for 15 clean sheets. But it's not all transfer business in this episode. We've got a couple of games, and the first one of the season we're taking on Hoffenheim at the Volkswagen Arena, and as you can see, because we have yet to replace Draxler, Zaracho is down in the centre midfield position with David at cam. As for them, they've got a 5 at the back, 3 in the midfield, and Dabur and Angel up top. But it's that fucking 5 at the back, man. God's sake, we're 26 minutes in. We win the header there with Wujna down to Schläger, who's going to be a first team player in this season. He's got the number 8. He's grown to an 80 overall. Definitely good enough for our team. And half an hour in, Zaracho charging forward, looks to get past Samaseko. He does so nicely. Plays the ball across to Weghorst, who is a player we were thinking about selling. And 29 minutes into the opening game of the season, he goes and shuts me up. He tucks the ball into the back of the net. He continues his fine goal scoring form from last season, where he was one of our top goal scorers. He just missed out to Jonathan David. But 37 minutes in, Ake takes down the ball brilliantly. He finds Mbabu out wide, back to Ake, just a bit of pass in between the two, trying to find some space, trying to just create an opportunity. And eventually, Osimhen has the ball. He's got David behind him, charging forward. He's still got the pace. He stops, he cuts inside, and from the edge of the box, he strikes it on his stronger right foot into that bottom right-hand corner. Baumann cannot get there. 5 minutes before half-time, we have doubled our lead. We are 2-0 up. And this is looking like a real good start to the season. This could be our potential push for Champions League. We could even push for the league title. Maybe not, because Bayern Munich only lost once last year. But it was to us. So if we don't lose to anyone and we beat Bayern, we've won the league. Simple as. But we do concede a goal to Angel. He makes it 2-1. Having our lead and not really the way we want it. Pichler obviously is kind of back in the starting lineup after Handanovic was signed in January last season and took over from his spot. And it seems like maybe we might have to put Handanovic back in goal. But thankfully for ourselves, Osimhen, the man we signed for 40 million euros, he goes and tucks the ball into the back of the net just before the hour mark, scoring on his debut. Brilliant to see. Really brilliant to see. He's adapted to the Bundesliga. And yeah, he's passed that test with flying colours. But just 10 minutes after he scored that, they whipped the ball across. Pichler heads it away. Beatoncourt on the edge of the box volleys it home into the open net. Pichler's got a bit more kind of enforce of his area there. He's got to clear that ball with the punch. And unfortunately, he just didn't quite do that. And we do now have a 1-goal difference. And then, just 5 minutes after they scored that first goal, Campbell plays the ball to McTominay, out to Staphylidis, back into McTominay. He is going to skip past Lindelof, his former teammate, plays it to Bittencourt, the goal scorer. He plays it through to Dabur, and he just pings it off the crossbar into the back of the net. Frank Lampard versus Germany-esque, but this time it did count. And just like that, we have lost our 2-goal lead. It is now 3-3. And we've got it all to play for. But in the 90th minute, David finds Osimhen. Osimhen plays it back to Jonathan David. He's absolutely knackered at this point. Hubner makes a vital challenge. They get the ball away. The game ends 3-3. And yeah, we threw away an opportunity for 3 points there. So it just proves we need to replace Draxler. And the player we're going for is Piotr Zielinski, the Polish centre midfielder that currently plays for Napoli. And we played his release clause of 39 million. And now we just have to offer him a contract. So we're going to offer him a crucial first team role, 4 years on his contract length, no release clause for my dear friend Zielinski. And as for his wages, he's currently on 87,000 per week, which is going to offer him 100 flat, with a nice little signing on bonus of 450,000 euros. He is going to accept that straight away. He is going to come in. He is going to replace Julian Draxler. And that is brilliant to see. And at this point, I had a rotation player for pretty much every single position apart from the left back position. We allowed Paulo Otavio to leave on a free last season. So I went in for this guy, Noah Katabach. I saw he was young. I saw he had a release clause. I thought he can't be that bad. So he played his release clause. Obviously, I did the searching on the market with the release clause. I just checked left backs in the Bundesliga. And we saw this guy, sporadic, 5 years, 10k with a nice 100k signing on bonus. He is going to come in. He is going to be our rotation left back at 70 overall, so not too bad really. And this is going to be our starting lineup for the foreseeable future. David up top with Osimhen, Zaracho at cam, Schläger and Zielinski as our 2 centre midfielders, Martinez as a DM, Wijnaldum and Mbabu as the 2 wing backs, backline of Ake and Lindelof with Pichler in goal. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I will see you in the next episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.